Hello everyone. I finally made myself make this video. This is the 4th time I'm rewriting my script. Previously it was about Venora, but now it's gonna be Riri since she's my newest body sheet and has fewer mistakes. I recommend watching this video fully first, and then going back and rewatching while doing each step to be prepared for the next one. Don't rush into action. First, analyze. This time, I'm putting a voiceover, text-to-speech to be precise. I'm quite aware of how people treat generative AI nowadays. Is text-to-speech even considered AI? I'm not sure. I make this because I don't want to use my real voice, and it's easier for the viewer to digest the information if the text is written and spoken at the same time. Now, without further ado, shout out to these guys for encouraging me to do this video, and a warning before we start. This might not be the best tutorial because it's my first time doing something like this. I just show you how I make it work with some tips from my experience, and show you where I got my inspirations from. You're free to change some steps. I'm always encouraging to experiment and find your own thing. Now, onto the video. All of the credits are in the description. I already have technically 8 body sheets, since I'm writing this script after I made the body sheet shown in this video, but I don't use all of them. Now I'm focused on making videos with this one. It'd be hard for me to explain things without showing the process, so we'll start from the very beginning. Feel free to skip. The first 2 parts are for people who don't have a designed OC yet. The first step is purely imaginary. I try to imagine what kind of OC I want and build the concept in my head. This time, I'm creating an OC that is gonna be my internet persona. The first thing I immediately thought about is a game controller, like Nintendo. And the OC she's paired up with is going to be kind of like the opposite of her. For people who didn't read the description of my last video, I want to specify that her lore is a character I created and how she acts in it has nothing to do with me in real life. Her personality in her lore is not the same as mine in real life. I know it might be confusing, but to be clear, the fact that I created and made her my online persona doesn't mean that I support any kind of bad or alarming behavior that I wrote in her lore. Now, her name is Riri, from Norida or Nori, and I don't know if it has any specific meaning. Step 2. If you're not sure about the personality and appearance of your own character yet, go to Pinterest to find some interesting ideas to use in the design. I didn't use any inspirations for Riri, but here are some I used for Venora. Since Gacha Life obviously doesn't have those props, I had to adapt. Step 3. Choosing what style of body sheet you want. Prepare yourself mentally to spend hours making a body sheet. Also, I just want to add, don't compare and feel bad that your body sheets are not as good as other people's. You just need to practice more, just like any skill in this life. Here are some examples of body sheets that I liked. Some look more like gacha characters, while some don't. It's a matter of preference and skill. If you're confused why, in some screenshots, the profile pictures are different, it's because the screenshots of the chats are taken later. Soli is actually my huge inspiration when it comes to improving my tweening and about everything, really. I'm still not as good as her, but she's been really helpful and kind, so thank you so much to Soli. Go check out her live streams, others, and I enjoy them a lot. Step 4. Don't go cry in the corner because you think your skills aren't enough. You don't have enough time and or money to commission someone to make you a body sheet. It's a good option. Just don't put yourself down. Get yourself together. Remember that every time you do it, it's practice and it's not supposed to be perfect on the first try. And also you're probably broke like me.
Are you crying? Oh, you do have a heart.
Yeah. That's what poor people have instead of money.
Step 5. This is an extremely important step. Observe how others do it. I learned it from tips for artists. Ask yourself, what do you like about their style of body sheets? What makes them unique? Why do they look as good as they do? And then notice details. For example, Colors, some are saturated and therefore stand out, some are not, therefore contrast with those that do and fall behind, not pulling your attention to unnecessary details. Shading, the way they shade hair, eyes, clothes, or do they even shade them? How thick are their lines? Are they the same thickness everywhere? You can learn a lot by observing closely and noticing the details. Another important question to ask yourself, how detailed do you want your body sheet to be? I do less detailed body sheets. If you want more, you need to separate different things when drawing, for example, different strands of hair or bow and ribbons, etc. You can always create a folder to put them inside and save folder as transparent PNG. Step 6. Practice. Implement what you've learned and make a body sheet. Follow me as I gradually descend into madness. Here is my process. I use Gacha Life. Take screenshots of each thingy, the examples are on the screen: ponytails, hair behind, face, head shape, bangs, accessories on the head, skirt separate from the lower part of clothes, props, accessories on the back, etc. Then, of your OC standing still, to adjust each part accordingly in size. If there are two pieces in one accessory, like wings, I suggest separating them. You can put them in a folder to save them in one piece if you want to make your tweening easier. Step 7. Create a folder and put all of the parts inside. Make sure that all of the parts are visible or else they won't move. Rotate them 90 degrees. Then rotate the canvas and change its size to full HD. In 3:4 ratio it is 1080 by 1440. In 9:16 ratio it's 1080 by 1920. I use the second one. I drop all of the necessary colors. You can save them in the palette, create a new layer, and draw small circles in the corner so you'll be able to eyedrop them anytime, like I did. It's the easiest option in my opinion, or use the reference window. Step 8. Hide all of the unnecessary parts, lower the opacity of the layer you're gonna draw, and create a new layer above it. You can use a bright and distinct color or just use the right color for the outline from the beginning, like I do. To outline, I use a digital brush, which doesn't have blurry things on its margins. I use this size, 10 and 8 or 6 for smaller details. If you're forgetful, you can write it down next to color circles. And it makes it easy if I suddenly want to change the color of something. And for simplicity, because my lines look like I drew them using my legs, I use the drawing tool called Bezier Curve. Quick tip for color: the outline in Gacha Life clothes and accessories, everything besides hair and skin, is pure black. On the other hand, I drop the color of the part 1 want to outline, and pulled a color circle diagonally really close to pure black, but not quite there. Unless, of course, the part 1 want to outline is pure black. Even then, you can use a dark gray for the outline if you want to. Another tip for the outline and coloring: don't color it to the brim, by which I mean to leave some space, so when you tween it looks more natural, but don't leave too much space either. Also, for the hair, you might want to extend the lines and later erase the ends to make them sharp. Some people make the ends on the inside sharp too, but I don't. Create a layer beneath the outline layer, and color the part. Repeat in whatever sequence your heart desires, all of the outlines first and then coloring them, outlining and coloring each part separately. Maybe you're just built different, no hate, and you color first and then outline. I don't care as long as the process is done and we can go to the next step. Before we shade hair, you might want to notice two things. The outline on the inside, hair or not doesn't matter, is lighter than the main one, and the outline on the hair in the back is lighter than the one on the bangs. None of these is a must-have. For the first part, I just eyedrop the hair color, add a layer above the outline layer, and apply a clipping mask, then color the inner parts of the outline and set the opacity to 50%. Then comes the second part. If there are any artists in the comments, they might explain it better than I do, but it's just a thing. Source, trust me, bro. Basically, the further the object is, the lighter it becomes. That's most likely not entirely how it works, but that's how I use it. I don't make the whole hair layer lighter, although you can do that too, but I do make just the outline lighter. Step 9, shading. There are different ways to do it, but many people do. Whatever this is called, I reread my original script, and I have no idea what I wanted to say, so I'm rewriting this. Quick comment: you don't need to shade every hair strand on every hair layer. I just shade bangs, for example, though I didn't this time. Basically, I know two simple ways. The first one is the one you see right now. You eyedrop the color of the outline, then color the strands of hair with a circle-ish end on top. Make sure to leave some space between the outline and the shading, approximately the same distance. Set it to multiply and using any airbrush eraser you feel might be the best, erase the bottom part. It should look like there's a line and lower the opacity to 15 to 20%. Also, you can do a similar thing, but just do circular shading without using an airbrush eraser. The second way is similar. Instead of erasing the lower part, you erase the upper one, just don't erase too much, and don't forget to lower the opacity. You can add small details, like I did with the stars in Narita's hair, and highlights to your taste. Step 10. Shading clothes. You can skip this part if you want to. When I made Gelos body sheet, I tried shading the clothes, the same way I did with hair, but without airbrush erasing. But it just looked better without it. You can experiment, but I won't because I don't have the slightest idea how to shade clothes, so don't come at me. I'm postponing learning how to draw, shade, etc. to my next life, thank you very much. Same with other details and accessories. You can add texture, like jeans. Or don't, just try and see what works best for you. I'm not here to put you in a box like the sheep in Little Prince, if you know you know. Step 11. Face. This is the best part, I'm kidding, I hate it. Here is how to separate the eye. First, the sclera, grayish, bluish, or maybe reddish, then the irises, the lower eyelids, the tint plus middle eyelid, and the upper eyelid. Some people separate them differently, but that's the way I do it. If you chose to do a simple type of body sheet like me, because I'm not doing custom clothes like I did with Gelos and Silas, I fear it'd take me too long, 13 hours to be precise, to recreate that. Sorry, I suggest you don't shade eyes at all or do a really simple shade, like this one. I've never tried it but it looks fairly simple. Sorry if it's not. Don't forget to stretch out the skin tone so it's easier to animate the eyes. And don't be scared that when you animate your irises would get out of the eye. Thanks to someone. Hi Soli. I finally understood what the clipping mask in a light motion is for, so I'm gonna show how to use it in my next video about tweening. As for the mouths, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm telling you. My whole personality and life is inspired by Soli, so I just tried what she was doing, and it turned out okay, I think. So just have fun and make sure it doesn't stand out too much compared to the rest of the body sheet. Draw different mouths, smiling, neutral, sad or upset, happy open, happy closed with teeth, neutral open, neutral closed with teeth, oval, I forgot about it. If you want to, you can do others too, like with the tongue or something, but just know that you're probably gonna rarely use it, unless you just refuse to do lip syncing. I like it, so it's not my case. That's basically it. Here's my result. In the next part, I think I'm gonna split tweening into at least 2 parts, because I'm not doing another video as long as this one is. Thank you very much. I'm gonna talk about the basics of tweening, what I've learned in my tweening journey, and just about everything. Sorry if it looked rushed, I tried to make it to the best of my abilities, but not super long because I feel like the longer it is, the later I'm gonna start putting it together. Haha, I predicted it. It took me 3 months to do this. As I said earlier, it took a long time to finish the script because I was too lazy to actually describe what I was doing, but I realized it needed to be done, or else all this effort would go to waste. I wanted to finish at least the script, since I've been planning on making this video for over a month now, with no actual progress, so I'm tired and sleepy. Update, it's been almost 3 months. Thank you for understanding. Narita's out, good morning and good night to everyone.